Don't tell Mom. While Mom is away, the boys will play in the greenhouse. We have some lotus to plant up, and we're going to show you how we're going to do it because these bad boys need to get growing. Okay, so the boys and I are out here in the greenhouse, and we're about to plant up our crop of lotus. It's late in the season. I don't expect these to necessarily be overly showy plants this year, but at the same time, I've never grown them. We've been selling lotus and growing all sorts of water plants for years, but haven't grown them before. So this will be our first crop, but it's getting late. Season's creeping away on us, and I want to get these growing, see how they do. So let's take a look. There's a few points you got to watch to make sure they get off the ground and get up and running fast. Okay, so the first thing you want to watch for is your pot sizes. It's hard to tell, it's really dark, but these pots are only about 24 inches across. But the key with lotus plants is there are no holes in the bottom, so it's a short, squat plant. And again, it's pretty dark out, so it's hard to see exactly what's going. Alright, so you can see Gavin's over here and he's filling up the pots. When we're planting lotus, it's pretty straightforward. That's enough water for now, Gavin. This is the tuber, and again, this end is the growing point. This is the cut end. So all this is, this pot has only got about 4 or 5 inches of just a heavy garden, rich garden soil. And all we're going to do is we're going to take the tuber and we're going to push it right down into the muck very gently. Just enough so it's in there, but being sure not to break any of the growing points. You can see this one is quite thick, and so it floated right up. So all we're going to do is we're going to rock, and we're going to put that down and gently place a rock on it so that that tuber stays down in the soil. And that's it. Lotus aren't going to do a whole lot. It'll take them a couple weeks, and what's going to happen is we're going to start to notice, we're just going to keep these pots full of water, and we're going to start noticing floating leaves. They're going to start throwing leaves right on the surface. At that point, once we start seeing floating leaves, we're going to stop feeding it. And water lotus are extremely big feeders, so we're going to load them up with fertilizer, and then they're going to start throwing up aerial shoots and start filling the pot. Those growing points are just going to swirl around inside the pot and start filling that whole lotus pan. And once they start getting some heat and really start growing, they're going to explode and grow.